Welcome to the XS2500 video on the second pull. This video will contain a warm-up, the anatomy of the second pull, coaching points, progression and regression of the lift.
During the hang clean, the main muscles used are the gluteus maximus. This muscle is used to thrust your hips forward as you pull the bar from the floor. During the catch phase, we extend our hips to stand fully erect at the end of the exercise. The quadriceps work together to stabilise and extend the knee and flex the hips. Quadriceps also work to stabilise the knee throughout the entire exercise. During the lift, the hamstrings work together to stabilise, flex and rotate the knee as well as aid in hip extension. The gastrocnemius are responsible for plantar flexion, which occurs during the triple extension. The trapezius are used to shrug shoulders during the pull phases of the exercise and rotate the shoulders during the catch phase of the exercise. The deltoids work to lift your arms up and pull your elbows out during the catch phase. They stabilise the shoulders during the catch phase of the exercise.
Before starting any training program, it would be a good idea to do a functional movement screening, as it will be able to show any weaknesses in posture, flexibility, joints and so on. This could be an indicator as to what the athlete may need to strengthen before performing the lift. Before performing the lift, we must prepare our body, so the first thing we need to do before any lift is warm up. The reason we need to warm up is to prevent any strain or injury to the body. Here are a few clips I put together which will target the muscles and joints which are required for a hang clean. The warm-up includes mobility exercises targeting the athlete's ankles, hips, shoulders and wrists. Mobility training can improve the range of motion in the joints and muscles and will enable the athlete to achieve triple extension. During the warm-up, I would add in some injury prevention training. Hawkins 2001 explains that the effect of conditioning in athletes makes them more resistant to neuromuscular fatigue, which makes athletes less susceptible to injury. Strength training similarly serves a general protective effect in making the musculoskeletal system stronger and thereby more resistant to the stresses occurred during games. Kramer and Fleck 2003. During the hang clean, it is essential to maintain good posture throughout the lift. Posture is the base. The way to achieving good posture is through systematic strength training. In any athletic movement, the lumbopelvic region is a vital link in kinetic chains which supports all joints and body segments. In any athletic movement, stabilisation of the lumbopelvic region would appear critical during athletic activities and sport skill tasks. Co-contraction of various muscles serves to stiffen the core region to facilitate efficient transmission of forces. McGill 2010.
Olympic lifting is classified as a speed strength exercise on the basis they feature both a speed element and a strength component. Olympic lifting develops both explosive power, which increases power. This translates into faster, more explosive athletes. Olympic lifting is a great functional training as it uses nearly every muscle in the body in an explosive, coordinated fashion. When gripping the bar, use the hook grip. This grip is used to prevent the bar from rolling in the hand. The easiest way to learn the Olympic lift is from the hang position, in which the bar is held above the knees. To learn the hang clean, start in the power position. This position from which the most powerful vertical jump can be executed. This means dorsiflexion of the ankle with slight flexions of the hips and knee joint. The bar should be at arm's length, resting approximately at mid-thigh. This will depend on arm length and torso to leg proportions. It is important to initiate the pulling motion by explosively extending your ankles, knees and hips as in a vertical jump. Do not contract your trapeze muscles or your arms prior to jumping. From hang, the athlete will pull the bar up his quads to the hips. From there, he will extend his hips, knees and ankles, also known as a triple extension. From the side view, you can see his neutral spine, soft knees, with his shoulders over the bar and his head up. As the bar reaches the top of his lift, the athlete pulls himself under the bar, landing with his feet flat, rotating his wrists and elbows into a front squat position. When receiving the bar must land on the clavicle and anterior deltoid in a quarter squat position.
We are now going to go into progression and regression of the second pull. We're going to start off with the no hands front squat. During this part of the regression, he is keeping his feet flat, his chest in a neutral position, his head facing forward and his arms parallel to the floor to avoid the bar rolling. This reinforces body position in the second pull of the catch phase. The front squat, as shown, allows the participant to practice hand positions of the catch phase. These two movements also can identify any movement issues that may prevent doing the second pull, while building confidence when catching the bar. The RDL allows practicing of the hinge. It also reinforces maintaining a neutral spine and a large focus on hip extension. These are very important attributes when performing the second pull. The power shrug allows practice of the triple extension and the shrug. Practicing the bar movement The flip clean practices the triple extension and reinforces the bar path, making the lifter more confident during the second pull. The drop squat is a quick movement where you go from a jump position into a squat. This can also be done on tiptoes, practicing the catch phase, getting underneath the bar. Adding the first pull to the lift allows to increase the weight of the bar. Main points to follow while doing this is keeping a neutral spine and flat feet until reaching the second pull. The final progression is the jerk. This requires getting the bar above your head by creating momentum by driving through the legs and pressing. You then catch the bar above the head with locked arms. This keeps the bar stable above the head.
Allowing your hips to raise prior to the bar leaving the ground, which may cause you to lean forwards. Whether it's weight distribution to the toes or hips shooting up too soon, any forward movement at this stage of the lift allows to throw you off course, making you jump forward even if the rest of your technique is perfect. To stop doing this, you can drive your heels into the floor when picking up the bar, though you can set up on mid-foot. Once you start lifting, do not lean back. Keep your weight on your heels. Remember to move your hips at the same time as you move the bar, keeping your chest up as you lift and focus on a spot right in front of you. The fault with this is that the arms are pulling too soon. Bending your arms too soon can result in a loss of power. Eagerness to pull or row the bar higher before triple extension is a surefire way to miss both reps and your full potential. The solution to this is that the bar should reach mid-thigh to hip crease before the arms bend, allowing the hips to explosively unload. Explain the fact that they are reaching their full potential and that they should be a bit more patient, or tell them to when triple extending by clapping when they reach mid-thigh hip crease area. Alternately, coach a hip clean where the bar stands in is mid-thigh or hip crease area, then triple extend the bar. Do not lean back. Keep your weight on your heels. Remember to move your hips at the same time as you move the bar, keeping your chest up as you lift and focus on a spot right in front of you.